concept.
Okay.
And the people involved with it. I've been blessed with some incredible talent from people who work with the Marvel folks and Sony and all kinds of cool stuff like that, right?
I'm picturing it. It looks like Marvel Cinematic Universe quality kind of stuff. So.
Totally blessed by that, but I'm an indie, right? It's an independent. It's going to be, I believe it's going to be the largest independent production made. And the way the market changed, which got to do a shout out to Kurt, because
he's got my money.
Fusion 42, man, I'll tell you, and Tech Alley, these guys are great, but Kurt, spot on. Like, the market's already changed since I've been just doing the development this year.
Yeah,
right.
It moves fast.
It moves fast, and now we're in the age of the independent. Because now you put stuff out there, and you can market it, you can make money yourself, and do your thing outside the system.
Well, so let's get into one of my pet peeves for a little bit. Because you know the big media companies, the streamers, the networks, they all want proven IP.
Sure.
Right. And I heard somebody say maybe about a year ago, how many times do we need to see Batman's origin story and see Martha Wayne's pearls fall onto the street, right?
Sure.
And I love Batman. I love all that IP stuff, but I feel like maybe we're missing out on some new creative ideas.
Absolutely.
And can we give the MCU treatment, the Walking Dead treatment, the great things we did for some of that IP that exists and we all love,
right?
And have loved for years.
Right.
Can we give some new ideas, that same push, even if we don't put the same money behind it, that same love and care into creating something new. So my rant is over now.
Nice. That's a good rant.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us have been frustrated with that for a long time.
Yeah.
I think the cool thing about it is the market is defining a change toward reaching a solution to that issue.
I just want to see some new stuff.
Well, independent movie makers now, and it's about you said the IP and I saw your guest earlier about the SEO, which is awesome. But the truth is, all those people who own those rights, they want to take your stuff anyhow.
Yeah.
Right? And they're locked in. Right? Where independent filmmakers with new ideas can go do some new cool stuff.
Well, and you can create some new IP. This sounds
absolutely.
Atlas Forces sounds like, I mean, this could, like you said, it's omni-media. It sounds like it could be like, and never taking away from the other things that are going on out there that people love. It's something new that can come in and have that kind of force behind its IP from the things we all know and love.
Well, that's very good. Very intuitive. I'm pretty sure he's right.
If you need a spokesman or a host for an event,
you're in there.
Holla at your boy.
You're in there, man. That sounds good because that is what it is. Look, there are no new things under the sun, but if you can take your own creative vision to something and, like you said, change it and morph it into a new concept, that's what we've done. And when everybody wants to hear a high concept, right? So this is something along the lines of Highlander, only Avengers-esque.
Okay.
Right? Biblically,
Highlander, and I don't need to watch it 17 times to understand what actually happened.
No. There's some...
Because I love Highlander as well.
Oh, man, yeah.
But I did have to watch it like 17 times to understand what I was seeing.
Multi-layered. We have a few layers, but we have enjoyable action, meaningful content, and it's based on a character, John Bennett, who's a Marine who got hit in Afghanistan, his third tour. We come into his life in Vegas, and he used to be a race car kind of guy before he joined the Marines when the towers fell.
Yeah.
So we come into his life when he's already struggling with PTSD on a severe case level, because there's a huge veterans element to the picture.
Okay.
And the meaning behind it.
Well, that's meaningful to me because I'm a 20-year Air Force veteran. So.
Well, thank you very much. My son's there right now.
Yeah.
He's at Air Force right now. Yeah.
Where is he stationed?
Well, right now he's trying to be PJ down in Texas.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, very much.
PJs, for the folks who don't know, those are our pararescue guys and girls now, and they're the ones who jump out of airplanes and jump out of helicopters and rescue folks, whether they are in trouble and need some help, or they're like behind enemy lines and need to get rescued.
They got to go do it.
Yeah, so they are part of the special forces of the U.S. Air Force.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
And they are badass guys and girls.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to the PJs.
And I told them, look, I didn't mean to make it, but my guy's a Marine in the movie. Our lead character's Ben Graham. He's done a few things, but he's more of a geopolitical figure. And then we've got a few other excellent names that I can't really just say or names.
Just promise me in the second episode of the second movie you get an Air Force guy in.
Oh, we're gonna have a bunch.
Great.
We're actually gonna have veterans from all different parts of the military hired on to do the production. That's a big part of it for me.
Are you going to do that production here in Las Vegas?
All of it.
All of it. That's what I want. I
All
didn't
of
think
it.
it was going to be all of it.
No,
but
all
into
of it. Well, we may sneak over to Georgia for a few things since we got their crew to come over here.
Well, and if you guys get an opportunity to go to some cool locations, I mean, go. Don't feel like you've got to do it here.
No, and you know what? Those are former Special Forces guys.
Yeah.
So they brought an element that was just unreal to the production. Check out the video on atmosforces.com.
Yep, I'm going to do it as soon as we're done.
You'll see the intensity they brought to it. We got a couple of great lead actors involved, and I was just blessed to have a great crew.
Fantastic.
And people to work with me on the vision that are just extraordinary artists.
Well, when you do your premiere, promise me you'll let us come live stream
Dude,
from your
come
premiere.
on, man, let's go.
All right.
I'm ready to go right now.
All right.
We're raising capital, but we already have some interest, and we just finished the site about Michael and MCNM marketing finished it about 4 days ago.
Mhm.
So we're just now there with all this other stuff that's on there. We're just now getting out there. So we have an area where you can contribute for pre-tickets and pre-downloads,
Okay.
where 10% of all of that gross goes to the Fatherhood Project here in Vegas.
Okay.
Goes to dads in schools, and we're looking at a few veterans organizations that really do what I think is major impact to help for homeless. So we're going to be all of that. We're going to help all those organizations. That's why it's a movement.
Yeah, and I want to get you. I want to get you at our next Vets and Tech event talking about what you're doing, because I'm a big believer that a lot of times when people talk about tech, they think Silicon Valley, they think software, they think
They were first to the money, and that's everybody
but
thinks
let's
that
not
way.
let's not forget about hardware. Let's not forget about in Vegas all the tech that goes into sports and entertainment here. Let's not
Massive.
forget about all the great people that need to be a part of that tech to make
Make it
Las
work.
Vegas happen. Right. So we
Absolutely.
we'll let's exchange some information before you go,
Sure.
and we'll get you connected up with some Vegas Vets and Tech events. I think
Hey,
that's
I'm
something
honored,
very exciting.
and it's a pleasure. I'm sure we'll be meeting and talking on several occasions.
How much are you guys looking to raise?
Okay, so the first raise we're going after for the first stage is like in between 300,000 can get us launched in a good way.
Okay.
But the actual production raise is 10.6.
Okay.
The above the line for talent is 4.4, and then we have a 15 million for distribution that we're going to work ourselves,
Okay.
right? For ourselves distribution.
Okay.
We don't have to do that. We could go with Angel. We could go with Lionsgate,
Okay.
right? But we're going to market to. We're going to do the Mel Gibson passion marketing concept
Okay.
along with SEO guy,
Okay.
right? But we're going to go reach over 150,000 different organizations.
You're going to be able to shoot this for 10 something plus
Oh.
4 something with talent and production.
You know what? What's
It
happened?
it sounds like to me.
No, and you know what? I already, we still have 8 minutes of footage that we already shot besides that video that are going to be able to go into the movie.
Okay.
And we have talent and high tech, and what I'm finding out is the special effects. If you have your VFX guy on set, it makes everything go fast with tracking, and you can just follow along. And that's what really took the money afterwards. In
Okay.
the post.
So you guys are approaching this production differently than a lot of
Totally different.
than traditional VFX
Totally
production.
different.
Okay.
Totally different. And
I'm buying it more now.
well, you can check out the video, you'll see, but that's after. We're going to bring people in before now and really roll with it.
Okay.
But yeah, and
We might want to follow this along as you guys are doing stuff.
I'm telling you, the other kind of cool thing that I'm very certain I know people are loving is everybody involved in the production. I'm giving 1 unit of the producership to them as being an associate producer in the picture.
Excellent.
Plus payment. Right? So they own part of it forever.
Excellent.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone involved. And I
Points
think,
on the back end, as they say in the business.
yeah, and as money comes in, maybe even on the middle
Yeah.
while it's growing, right?
Yeah.
And then they can do whatever they want with it. But it goes to trying to create an environment where we can help not just those guys and small businesses, but veterans, helping the homeless and the youth, so that they can do their own business. We can get them with insurance. We can help them with meds. That's to like, I'm sure Rosalie knows is there's meds that are extraordinary that are not through the typical system that we're going to utilize again.
That we can't get through the VA system.
Exactly. So we're doing all that. That's why it is a movement and for the community. It's going to go global, but we're starting in Vegas.
I believe it. So,
Yeah.
so what's coming up next? What should we all? I mean, we're all going to go to the website and watch the trailer.
Right.
What should we all be watching for?
Well, number one, we love input because we take opinions and the market changes so fast. We love input as much as possible and work with as it goes. The video game development is a big deal now. That's a big part of it. I'm finding out. Probably do better than the film.
I don't doubt it, but also
You know?
in some cases gets more expensive than the film.
Yes, no, that's right. I've yet to find that one out. But coming up next, we're going to do a whole bunch of short 1 minute, 2 minute clips from marketing with the people behind the scenes, which we already captured some of.
Love it.
That we started doing, and also a few of the stuff of the picture itself in the series. So,
What was your name again?
David Gleason.
David Gleason. I'm going to give you my card. If you've got a card,
I do.
Let's swap these out because we need to talk.
Let's do it, man. I love what you're doing.
We need to get you on an episode of my other podcast called The Leader's Mindset,
Okay.
and talk about all the leadership and business aspects of what
Let's
you're
do
doing.
it because we got a bunch of product placement potential, right? Even in the marketing.
Yep.
And of course, it's a PPM raise for $25,000 per unit, and it's a 506B Reg D fundraise for investors.
Yep. So it's David Gleason,
Yep.
atlasforces.com.
Yes, sir.
Anywhere else they can reach you that you want them to find you at?
I think that's a good place to start.
Okay.
There's more that we're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We got all that coming. We got social media going. Shout out to Freedom Ricardo doing my social media at the coffee house, and he's showing me downtown, which I think there's a very good chance we'll have a presence down there.
I would love to see most of that movie
We're
happening
gonna-
downtown Los
We're,
Angeles.
I'm thinking there's going to be at least a major social media podcast presence, and that would rock with you, man.
Let me know how I can help.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
atlasforces.com. Go watch the trailer. Join the movement.
Join the
Get
movement.
involved. It sounds like there's lots of opportunity to get involved in
Yeah.
making this happen.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it'll be incredibly rewarding if you do. So,
Awesome.
David, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, anytime.
All right.
I should come play at our house tonight, huh? Hey, look at the back of my shirt.
All right, who's
Nice.
next?